And I'm going to close by playing a song on this panflute. It's a beautiful instrument from Romania. And 2012, I was invited to play at the Paralympic Games in London for the Dada Fest. And I said, God, how can I be a blessing to somebody? Especially at the Paralympic Games where people come with all these challenges. And that's when God said, Benny, go and pick up the panflute. I love this instrument, but I knew that I can never play this with 40% lungs and with asthma. It's just hard, and that too, these pipes are all of different sizes. So, your breathing technique and everything doesn't work. And I said, God, how can I play this instrument when I can't even breathe properly? You see, sometimes we like to update God with the latest problem as though he has not seen the news, So I'm just updating God with that. And he says, Benny, I can give you strength. I said, but how? He said, if I could use 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish to feed 5,000, don't you think I can also use 40% lungs to play the panflute? You see, ever since then I stopped giving ideas to God how to do a miracle. But God did it. I went and picked up the panflute. I typed on YouTube how to play the panflute. I prayed and I asked Jesus for strength, and in 6 days I learned to play this instrument. And within a month's time, I ended up playing at the Paralympic Games. And truly, he became my strength in the midst of my weakness. And a couple of years ago, a doctor took me to D.Y. Patil Hospital. And he said, Benny, I want to pray for you, and I want to do a complete check. And he was from Manipur, Dr. Samuel. He prayed for me. He did a complete intensive check. And the results came saying, Benny, your asthma is still very severe. But the amazing part is that your lungs have regrown from 40% to 95%. So just want to encourage you, don't give up. Don't quit. There are seasons we go through in life, but I believe that in due time, he will raise you up from that ashes. And he will give you that graceful journey where you will become a testimony. You will see some excerpts of the Passion of Christ on the screen. And as I play this song, You Raise Me Up, I just want to tell you, if Jesus can raise broken souls like my wife and myself and make us a blessing, even thank you, fathers, for inviting us. We are ordinary people, and you have been so gracious to using us for this evening. We are thankful. And we want to be useful as much as possible till we die, because that's what God has called us, is to be useful beings. And the song says, you raise me up when I'm upon your shoulder. And the same thing, my question is, on whose shoulder are you leaning today? very much. God bless you all.